Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on Facebook.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly awesome and super cool ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Mr. Dustin King out of California. Dustin races kind of like a sport compact out there. So, Dustin, let's talk about your racing career.
Hi.
So, Dustin, where did your racing career begin?
My racing career started in 2013, 2012. I started quarter midgets. I raced quarter midgets for around 8 years, and then I moved into bigger cars, like four bangers, four cylinders, down at Stockton, and I've been doing that for start of 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dustin, how's running the four bangers been going for you?
Good. This year, though, I missed out on the whole year after my crash in the start of the year from
Wow.
We did get the car running, and we got the loss in the race in the last race of the season, and they got race second and the championship winning. But I was last in points.
Wow. Hopefully next year will be better for you.
Yeah. Hope so.
So Dustin, let's talk now about, okay, what is your 5-year plan with racing?
Personally, I think that I either do this for another year and see how it goes, and then late models. I like road racing a lot, so
Okay.
but oval racing is also also fun. So
Okay.
late models or
Yeah.
things like that. Spec Miatas, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Spec. Yeah.
So Dustin, now going into okay, with your racing career, what was it like for you to race for the first time?
That was a long time ago. It's 5 years old. That's hard for me to
Remember? Okay. So Dustin, where did your number 33 come from? How did that number come about?
I like the number 33 because of Max Verstappen, F1.
Okay. Very cool. Have you ever met Max Verstappen?
No.
So Dustin, now, okay. So when you're at the racetrack, who helps work on your race car?
Currently, or
Yeah, currently. Yes, currently.
my dad, but I'm very grateful for Josh Cross and Joe Flowers and Dan the Man, because I probably will still be racing.
Okay. So, Dustin, with your racing career, what would you say has been your finest moment in your racing career?
Finance. Championship. Probably my road Formula Championship, because
Yeah.
sorry, both of my championship. I sorry, I got distracted by something. Both Formula Championship. Personally, I am joy. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot because
Yeah.
there was some really cool and fun moments during
Yeah.
racing period.
Yeah.
So
So
And time is sorry.
go ahead. I'll let you finish.
During when I used to race quarter midgets, I do kind of miss like my generation of quarter midgets because we'd always be because there was it's not like that anymore for me.
So yeah, so Dustin, now with your racing career, so when you're at the racetrack, what's your favorite thing to eat at the racetrack?
Either just a quick snack like some chips or sometimes there's no, yeah, just either chips or you mean at Stockton there is a snack shack where hot dogs aren't that bad.
Yeah.
There is other wait, what was the question?
What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing to eat at the racetrack?
I eat, sorry. Yeah. I thought I heard you say. Yeah, probably chips. There's not much there. So
Okay. So Dustin, who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
CRBQ is my main. But yeah. CRBQ.com.
Okay. So Dustin, when it comes to your racing, okay, are you still looking for sponsors, shall I say?
Yeah.
Okay, if there's anybody going to be out here watching this racing show with me and Mr. Dustin King, and you'd like to help him out, feel free to reach out to Dustin King, his dad William, or his mom Leslie, because they appreciate the sponsorship on Dustin's race car as he gets further into his racing career. So Dustin, who is your racing hero?
Lewis Hamilton, because he's quite inspiring. So the things he's done, charities to help children achieve their dreams. Yeah.
Okay.
He's just a really good person. I did read something, I do forget, but it was like background information about it because I did like a thing for Spanish classes. It was a port, and he had this medal. I forget what it was called, but it was something fish. But yeah, he's a really good person overall.
Okay. So Dustin, when you're away from the racetrack, what's your favorite thing to eat where's your favorite restaurant away from the racetrack to eat at?
It's not very close here, but it's in San Francisco somewhere. It's like right on the water in the bay. It's called Skates.
Okay.
Seafood place. So it's Skates on the bay. Yeah, on the bay. It's a seafood place. I think it's an expensive. I went there for my birthday. But yeah.
Okay. So Dustin, now I'm going to really put you on the spot. What's your favorite thing to eat at home that your mom makes for you?
Ooh. I like rice a lot. Rice with the orange chicken. That's probably one of my favorites.
Okay. So Dustin, when you're away from the racetrack, what's your favorite thing what do you like to do away from the racetrack?
Well, either I'm doing stuff with my friends or just sitting in my room. But I do other stuff like go out a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dustin, what's your friends think of you being a race car driver?
I actually never really said anything. I mean, I think they know. I should probably say that more. I mean, one friend does know. He thought it was pretty cool, but yeah.
Yeah. So Dustin, so what grade are you in now?
I am a freshman at Granada High School.
Okay, very cool. How do you like high school so far?
I didn't before I got in ninth grade or transferred. I didn't think high school was gonna be that. I was actually excited to be in high school because Also, there's a lot of new things.
Yeah.
People, I like it. You just got to work on how, like, ADHD, not using it as an excuse. It's just
Yeah.
harder for me to do certain things. But
Oh yeah.
if I get it right, then
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dustin, when it comes to your racing career, do you have anybody you'd like to send a special thank you out to?
Joe Flowers, Josh Klaus, those two families, and Dan the Man especially. My mom too. My dad. Yeah, right. But big thanks to those two families that he raised with.
Okay. So Dustin, you were talking about Lewis Hamilton being your racing hero. Have you ever met Lewis Hamilton?
No.
But is that on your bucket list to meet Lewis Hamilton?
Sure.
Okay. So Dustin, do you have a racing nickname?
It's been a while. I'm gonna say either Dusty. No, that's just my normal nickname. Dustin the Wind. Dustin the Wind.
Okay. So Dustin, what is the name of your racing team now?
Triple Crown Motorsports.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to be out here watching this, go press like on Triple Crown Motorsports Facebook page because they'd appreciate the likes and the follows over there. So Dustin, do you have anything out there you want to say to the kids to help get them in a race car?
Don't be afraid. You are very safe.
Okay.
Also very fun.
So Dustin, I'm gonna turn the mic over to you. You can ask me some questions. How's that?
Okay. Have you ever? Do you have a racing career?
I do not. I have cousins that were race car drivers, and I tell you what, I followed them pretty extensively back in the day. But enjoy the sport. Loved it since I've been 6 years old, and was talking about being a race car driver, but then got the opportunity to be a racing show host. So that's where that went.
Do you have any? What's your favorite car?
I like all sorts of types of racing. I like stock cars. I like late models. I like sport compacts, quarter midgets, micro sprints, go-karts, you name it. Anything that's got four wheels, it's game on. I like Formula One also.
You have a preference in driving, say, like I like Miatas because either they're fun to drive. I mean, I've never driven a Miata, but I'd like to.
I've never driven a Miata, but I'll tell you what, Dustin, I actually had the opportunity a couple of years ago. Shortly before I met you, I had a friend of mine that approached me and called me up one day, and he says, Josh, I got a question for you. I hear you have an obsession where you totally fall in love with Camaros. And I was like, oh my God, here we go. And he called me up and he says, well, I'm getting ready to sell mine. I want you to take it for a test drive and maybe we can make a deal for it. I says, all right. So I took my dad with me. This Camaro I was driving, Dustin, I'll tell you what, foofda. It had it was a orange and black, kind of like the General Lee, but it was chrome illusion, kind of chrome illusion type thing, chrome flaked out. But I'll tell you what, it was T-topped. It was a 350 bored out to a 383 high performance racing motor, and it had brand new Magnaflow exhaust. And I'll tell you what, the car had slap shift in it, Dustin, and it just, oh man, that car could go. You barely touched the gas and you were gone. It had high performance racing bucket seats in the back, and it had a great big bench seat in the back. But I was just like, man, yeah, the high performance racing seats in front were, man, oh man, that was like strapping into a race car.
Yeah, just tested on pictures of your car. My 88, the car I currently have is an 88 Honda Civic SI.
Okay.
or I think it's an SI. I mean, it has brake discs on all four wheels. So
I just texted him.
I don't know if that was aftermarket, but
Oh, okay. I see pictures of your car. Very cool. Very cool.
but that the one we had before, I guess it could be newer because 895. But that other Civic had a 1.5 and this one has a 1.6.
Okay.
That 0.1 liter difference, I felt it because like during the last race, I didn't realize I was on the gas all the way, and then I finally realized, and it took off, and I started to catch the leader very slowly though. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dustin, your camera kind of froze up there for a minute.
Yeah.
So Dustin, talking to you, I have driven another car I was going to tell you about too that I thought about it. I drove a 2007 BMW 330 Xi.
Yes.
Those are very powerful too. You barely touch the gas on that and you're gone. Yeah. But yeah, Dustin, I really appreciate you coming on board with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career. And getting you on the YouTube version of this. So do you have anything you want to say to the kids to help get them to come to my racing show?
I don't.
Let's go.
I don't know. I mean, that's not in a negative way.
Okay. So Dustin, thank you very much for being on the racing show with me today, talking to us about your racing career. I'll let you step out and I will call you in just a little bit to thank you in person. I'm going to give a little racing news update and then I will call you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll have you step out of Zoom.
All right.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you later. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Dustin King from Triple Crown Motorsports. But definitely, that's definitely a team you want to follow on with everything. So with their racing career, with Dustin's racing career, I should say. But little racing news update for you there. I'll tell you what, Ross Chastain pulled off an unimaginable feat by making his way into the championship for the NASCAR championship coming up this next weekend at Phoenix. Next weekend, the following weekend, one of the two. Anyway, he last lap he decided to take the wall, ride the outside wall, and pass Denny Hamlin to make it into the championship four. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see who wins this. It's going to be, I'll tell you what, Christopher Bell. You've got Joey Logano, you've got Chase Elliott, and then you've got Ross Chastain. So we'll see what happens there, ladies and gentlemen, with that racing championship this year. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you have a good day. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube. Feel free to, if you want to, feel free to go press like, subscribe, and hit that notification button on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on YouTube. Also, go press like on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on Facebook for all your racing news updates. Also, ladies and gentlemen, definitely, if you'd like to be on my race, like if you guys would know of anybody that would like to be on my racing show, feel free to email me at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call or text me at 712-209-7138. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to thank my sponsors, Manning Motorsports, for being a part of this racing show, and New England Hemophilia Association. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good night and catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on YouTube.